What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. Just finished up Blue Lock. That episode was fucking amazing. So good. Now we are getting into My Hero. Finally getting back to this. Everything's coming back because everything took a short break for New Year's and whatnot. All the studios and everything, you know, even the manga, you know, Shonen Jump was all on break for New Year's, and now we're all back. And another new episode of My Hero. Now, we've pretty much finished up the first course. I'm assuming in this episode, we're going to kind of start to reflect on everything that just happened, kind of get some recap, like where we're kind of sitting at now. Maybe some time has passed or something to catch up with some people, because obviously Deku and like a lot of the others, they were heavily injured, put in a lot of work. So I'm assuming that they would have to have time to heal up, and we wouldn't get the straight up, you know, recap of just them like healing and whatnot, because they're probably unconscious for a lot of it. So I'm assuming we're gonna skip forward a little bit and kind of like do like a little bit of a look back on what happened and that whole scope of things, and see where we go from here. This is where my memory gets really fuzzy in terms of the manga, because I remember a lot of this in terms of the first core, like this huge, you know, fucking battle that just happened and transpired, but everything that kind of happened after that, or at least the immediate stuff that happens after this, which is what we're going into in the second core of this season, I'm a little fuzzy on. I don't really remember where we go from here. So it's going to be very interesting nonetheless, and I'm very excited to see how we get through this and, you know, kind of look at the casualties and see exactly what happened and how they're all handling it, because it's definitely very devastating, not only for society and the citizens and everything that was involved in the where the battle took place, but also just the heroes, their side of things, and the losses that they took, because it was not a one-sided battle at all. That much is for sure. So we're gonna have to get into this and see where their minds are at and what's kind of happening, and where we get the recap of what happened at the end of it, and them kind of, you know, reflecting on it, and then see if we get into anything new, and see where this goes. So very excited to get into this episode, and without further ado, let's do it. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. Let's see what we got in store for us for the new episode, episode 14, baby. Let's get into it. I'm ready. Okay, seeing all the rubble. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Read Destro? Oh, that's right. Okay, so they've been making support gear for a long time, and that's what they were like, guys was as a company, is that they make support gear. Oh my goodness, bro. Ooh, new intro, baby. Ooh, from the looks of this intro, we might be getting into some interesting stuff this second core. Okay, all right. And I like it already. This is very catchy. I fuck with it. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna be getting into some good stuff. We're gonna be getting into some good stuff. Let me tell you. I'm liking the looks of this. Damn. Okay, the animation looking kind of crazy just for an opening. Holy shit. Very catchy riff. I like the melody of that guitar. Very good opening. I like it. I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's right. That's the company's name, Deathnet. Oh wow, big old trap. The hellish hell. This is right before this happened, right? This is right before like the huge battle happened and everything. Oh wow, yeah, this was before the battle, because it's using Jean's quirk, Twice's quirk. Wow. This all took place right before the battle. Holy crow. Oh, wow, the president's dead. The president died there. Damn. Bro, so much has happened, bro. This is, oh, man, dude, this is one of the best seasons yet. It's undoubtedly probably the best season yet. Getting into some real shit, man. That girl Mirko, baby, let's go. Nah, she's so bad. I love Mirko. Amazing hero. So we're gonna we're getting a nice little quick recap of everything that happened. I hope this episode isn't purely just recap though, or else this reaction's kind of pointless. Because we already, I'm assuming it's not, because we already did get some like info that we didn't know about before, which transpired before the whole battle, which was with the Hero Commission office and whatnot, and the president dying from Redestro and whatnot. This is wild, bro. Hawks actually went through with this and killed twice, and like, bro, nah, that. Tokoyami is so clutch for that. The fact that he actually pulled up and saved him, like, that was huge. A lot of the students, I mean, dude, a lot of the main students in Class A went off, bro. Put in the work. Yes, bro. He had a dope ass moment right here. Actually got that into his mouth, and that came in clutch later when Sky Tamaki actually showed up to the hospital battlefield. Nah, bro. The animation was so good. This whole battle, so good. The soundtrack is so good. I love the soundtrack. The fact that Shigaraki lived through all this, too, like, he should have been dead right there. All for One playing his little tricks and whatnot, kind of taking over his consciousness, like, oh my goodness. Nah, that's one of the most fire reveals of the whole show, and, like, pretty much all of anime, in my opinion. I remember when I read that, and I was going crazy. I was so excited to see this animated, and they did it so well. The voice acting was top tier. Top tier. You already know who pulled up? Best Genius, baby, back on the scene. You know who else is back on the scene, baby? Lemillion. Nah, this core was so good. Shigaraki and 7 Nomus escaped. Wow. 数名のインターン生が死柄木との戦いに参加していたとの目撃情報を現場にいたヒーロー全員が口を揃えて否定した。Oh, wow. They had to deny that. 轟君について報告書に書かれていたのはそれだけだ。Yeah, those 3. そっちへは行かない。僕たちは The first and Shimura helped hold them back. The only reason why they were able to do that too is because Shigaraki's body wasn't complete. Wasn't strong enough to take it. Man, they got messed up, bro. Holy. Oh, wow. This is really surreal, like, what I'm talking about, like, just, like, him talking about this, like, the narration over just everything that happened. It's crazy. Yeah, good luck with that. Gunga Sansoの会議に集まった頂上解放戦線構成員 16,929 of them. Holy cow. ギガントマキアと共に山荘を離れた逃走者なしの成果を上げる Bro, the scale of this operation and just everything that went into it is insane. Oh my goodness. Absolute chaos. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It's so surreal how all of this happened, and look at the damage it's caused. Oh my god, oh my god. Thank God. Yeah, no shit. Let's go. Still putting in the work. Trying to save all these civilians. Absolutely insane. This is surreal, bro. I don't even know what to say. Like this is the amount of damage and whatnot that we've seen transpire right here is to another scale that we've never seen before in this show, in this universe. Is that a hero saying that? Wow. Some of them are starting to lose hope. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Majestic and Midnight. Oh my god, bro. See, this is what I'm saying. That the losses were heavy. People are actually dying, bro. These are all the people that died. Holy cow, bro. Yep, now society themselves and the civilians are all starting to question how much they can really trust the heroes. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh, these are those kids that the Bakugo and Todoroki worked with for their supplement hero license test or whatever. Oh my goodness. Oh my god! Nah, this shit's about to pop off, bro. New ending too, of course, rightfully so. Vibey. Alrighty guys, what another amazing episode of My Hero. It was a little bit more of a slower paced episode, kind of derived away from the action because most of it is over at this point, and kind of just got a recap of everything that has happened and transpired in this first core, or this first half of this season, and it is just so much to handle. It's really surreal. It's like where like a lot of the parts in the episode I was just sort of watching. Like there wasn't much to say, or not much that I felt like needed to be said, or just, I don't know, I was just taking, it's just like a moment where not only are they doing it within the episode and all the characters and like in their world they're doing it, but like also for the watcher or the audience, it's just like, it's just a moment to take it all in. Like, wow, this really happened. Like all of this actually happened. And we did get a few things new that we hadn't really seen yet from the beginning of the episode, and then sort of the second half of the episode. First in the beginning, we get a little bit more of a look at what happened right before the battle actually took place, which was Destro and his assistant, or one of his assistants, were invited by the Heroes Commission to try and talk about, you know, selling or making a partnership through their support gear, because that's what the Liberation Front's initial, like, or I guess main pseudo company, or the way they were able to move so freely, is because in the face of the public, they were a company that made support gear for heroes. But really that was just a cover-up. But anyways, they did still actually make support gear, but it was a little faulty. Like it was, you know, triggered in certain ways to like stop working, or like, you know, whatever. It's like off the black market or whatever. But it's fronted as actual support gear. But anyways, it was seemed that the Heroes Commission was actually piqued interest in it, and that's what Destro thought at first. So they willingly go to this place to have this meeting or whatever, and the Hero Commission's people walk in and they point guns at them, and they're like, all right, yeah, nah, this is all set up, basically to try and capture him or whatever, get information on the paranormal liberation front. And so looks like his assistant was taken out, and then also the president of they took a heavy loss on that too, because the president of the Hero Commission passed away or was killed by Redestro in that moment, and that was before this whole battle took place. So Redestro goes back to the hideout, and this is like probably, I don't know exactly how much before the battle, but it was before the battle. And then that's where in the episode we start getting the recap from the narration of Deku's character, basically like future Deku, right? Remembering all this and looking back on it. And just seeing everything that happened, and then kind of catching up on what happened after that, which was mainly kind of trying to capture Gigantamakia, which took 2 helicopters, Mr. Compress being arrested, a lot of the 16,000 regular troops of the Paranormal Liberation Front over on the Gunga Villa side getting arrested, and then some of the key lieutenants like Redestro himself, the dude who's able to incite people, like kind of politically with his voice. Can't remember his name right now, but he was arrested. Guten, who was the ice dude on the Paranormal Liberation Front side, he was arrested. So a lot of them subdued, but also a good amount, got away, and it didn't come with a light loss. The heroes lost a lot too, whereas a lot of them were injured. Deku, Bakugo, Endeavor, those are the main 3 that were like really, really hurt. Aizawa was really, really hurt. Ryuku, Mirko, we didn't really see them this episode, but we know they're severely injured, and they're probably still unconscious as we're seeing this wrap up. Kind of seeing Uraraka and Froppy and some of the other, regular heroes, or, ones that are not as suited for combat, trying to make sense of everything and save as many lives as they can, because it's just kind of going around and showing the devastating truth of battle and chaos, and how the civilians are reacting, and the regular police force trying to do their thing and help out. And they've never, you've never seen anything like this. Not only the people in the show or in this universe, but this is the first time the audience, like us, are seeing such a severe case of destruction like this. Before, there was All Might, and he was the top hero, and the crime was at an all-time low, and what I'm saying, they never really experienced anything like this. So seeing this for the first time with their own eyes, and trying to handle it all, it's very surreal. And then we saw Uraraka and Froppy save those kids, and Uraraka was going as fast as she can to get to whoever she could, and Koda's doing his thing with the animals, okay, there's a person on the 5th floor that needs to be saved here, there's a person over on that side of the building that needs to be saved here, and the other heroes are like, all right, got it, cool, thanks. They're all working as hard as they can to get these civilians saved and as much help as they can. But even whenever they were getting to the shelters, the doctors are running out of certain type of blood, like type O blood or whatever, and there's only a certain amount of packets left, and that's not enough for everybody. And the doctors even are admitting themselves, I can't save everybody, I can only do as much as I can and save the people that I think are worth saving, or not worth saving, but have a chance to live, sort of thing. It's almost like the destruction and chaos that you saw in AOT Season 4 Part 1, where Eren was going off in Librio, and the chaos was so ensuing. One of Gabby's friends had a chance to be saved, but he was so far gone and so injured compared to somebody else that already needed help, because the shelters and whatever are already so full. He was turned away, cast aside, he's dead. Bro, it's crazy the amount of chaos that has ensued, and you see the aftermath like this. And then what else do we really see after that? We kind of see catch up with the rest of Class 1A and Class 1B over on the Gunga Villa side, and they're trying to do what they can, and I guess they were walking around to see if they could help anybody, or do something, what I'm saying? So this is pretty much the end of the battle, and that's when they come across Midnight. Midnight is dead. They couldn't believe it, and then one of the students from Class B comes up behind them and is Majestic, just says just absolutely devastated, and then it shows Minato and the rest of them where Majestic is, and he's dead too. And then those are just 2 people. There was a tons of other heroes that died. I mean, Crust, the shield hero, he died saving Aizawa in the barracks of the hospital, where Dr. Garuki did all of his experiments and shit. He cut off that Nomu, and because he made contact with the decay, he just decayed right away, but he did that sacrifice to save Aizawa, and like, bro, oh my god, and that wasn't even the worst of it for Aizawa. Like, Aizawa had cut off his own leg. He got scratched up by Shigaraki, so like, who knows like how he's actually doing now. Like, bro, like the losses in terms of this whole operation is insane. Like, sure, they did complete a good amount and they captured some Nomu, they arrested a lot of the grunt soldiers, but in terms of like a lot of the big star lieutenants and main forces like Shigaraki himself, still at large, bro. Like, they're still out there somewhere, and it's just crazy to see. Like, they threw everything they had at Shigaraki and all of them, and like, had every hero on the scene of this thing, and that still wasn't enough. So it's just crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's so surreal. It's actually insane. I think that's about it. But then right at the end of the episode, we kind of caught up with Shigaraki, like his body, and like the rest of the league that was right there. Kind of Spinner, like looking over him, just like looking like, this is crazy. Like, what is going on? And it's still All For One's voice. So All For One is still kind of like in control of his consciousness right now, it seems. But he's still talking where he is at in the prison, and basically just said to his Nomus, "Come liberate the real me." So basically he just gave an order to the Nomus, like, come get my ass, bro. Get me the fuck out of this prison. So you can already tell that even, like, we're not done yet. Like, there's gonna be some even crazier shit coming down the road. Like, it's not over. That battle itself, that one operation, that might be over. But in terms of the whole grand scheme of things, this is just the beginning. This created a lot of distrust, not distrust, well, maybe a little bit of distrust, but also just doubtfulness and worrisome emotion from the society as a whole and civilians in terms of heroes. Because it's like, all right, you guys say you could, protect us, your heroes, this is your job, right? But look at the amount of destruction that just happened. You guys didn't even stop. You didn't even get the main guy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the whole thing with Dabi and like kind of exposing his father, Endeavor, and then also exposing Hawks last minute with Hawks killing Jean, twice. Like, everybody's starting to question, like, are these people that we really should be, following? Or are these people that we should really put our trust in? Because obviously, they're only giving us what they want us to see. They're not giving us the whole story. So it's already starting to create this kind of mist of looming animosity in society that is questioning whether they should really still be putting all of their faith in the heroes. So that's one aspect of this whole thing that could rise and potentially get to a point where there's actual riots, or who knows, like, just like people are fed up. You know what I'm saying? And then also Shigaraki and all of them are still at large, and then he just, All For One's consciousness, basically All For One in Shigaraki's body, just told the Gnome to come get me. So if that actually happens and he actually gets back on the streets again, we're fucked. What the fuck do we do then? I mean, it's just never ending. So the point we're at in this show is just absolutely surreal. Like, all of this is actually happening right now. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, from this season onward, this is where shit gets real. And it's really amazing to see, and that's what, in my opinion, makes the show so great, is because we grew with these characters. They're trying to become heroes. It's sort of a slice of life show at some moments. It's funny, it's interactive, it's action-packed, but all of the stuff from before up till now was just a build-up and just kind of, learning and not the real gut thing of being a hero, and that's what we're getting into now. This is the stuff that you gotta face. And face head on if you want to save people, and if you want to bring these villains to justice. Basically, it's really crazy, and this is the meat of it. This is getting really good. So again, what an amazing first half of the season, and that episode kind of just recapped it all and really set it in stone for, like, wow, all that shit really just happened. So really good episode, even though it was a little bit more of just like a recap episode. I really enjoyed that, and it set the tone. I'll tell you that much. This episode and like the first half of the season, it set the tone. That's for damn sure. So that was really good. I'm really excited for the rest of it. Can't wait to get to see more. I'll have to wait till next week for the next episode, but nonetheless, always good. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.